Welcome back to Grape and Whiskey. Today we have something a little special for you. We are actually reviewing what is this called? The Potty Mouth. It's like a swear jar. Tastes so good. We dare you not to swear whiskey. Don't know if it'll be good. Don't know if it'll be bad, but we found it at Total Wine. So we're going to go with that. On the right, we have Big Dave here.
Big Dave, always right, not always on your right.
Okay, we'll go with that. And on your left, we have Dave. He's not so little anymore.
Yeah, you've seen me before.
All right. Well, we're excited. Let's get into it.
Let's do this.
Update.
Don't open this at home. Open it in the safety of your home.
Tight seal. We don't share our whiskey with angels.
Yeah, be safe. Be safe when
Doesn't
opening this
evaporate.
whiskey because clearly the top pops off.
All right, Karen, what'd you get us into?
All right, so I got us into some really naughty potty mouth whiskey, which is, what's it called here? Swear jar whiskey. You can find it at your local Total Wine, and it apparently tastes so good, we dare you not to swear.
Well, honestly,
Well, let's find out.
We're going to find out if that's actually true or not.
And full warning and disclosure, this was very hard to open. The top popped off of it. If you can see it here, the top is actually right over there, and it's very hard to get back in.
It's basically a toilet plunger, if you want to be honest.
Well, hence the term potty mouth.
Yeah, it goes well. It's a Canadian whiskey. What can we say? Okay, we're not going to say anything else.
They got a point.
We all know Canadians don't swear. Come on.
No. All right, we'll flip this
it
back around
snows.
so you guys can take a look at
Until
it.
snows, exactly.
All right, guys.
All right, so
what are we
let's
getting
start
into?
out. This is my father, if you didn't realize. That's why I'm Little Dave, and this is Big Dave. So, Dad, what do you think? Let's smell it, and I'll let you take the first sniff.
Yeah, take a good whiff of that.
Ooh, very alcohol-y.
Very alcohol-y.
Well, that's a good point.
Actually, it does smell like what they used at the hospital on me to clean a wound.
You know what? He's not far off. Yeah, about right. It doesn't have a great aroma. I'm not like, ooh, I can't wait to drink that glass of whiskey.
That doesn't sound promising.
No, it doesn't.
It will kill germs, though.
I bet it will.
Well,
So good to use as a disinfectant.
Well, I mean, if you're from Canada, if you're from Canada, you got to kill some germs. So
I bet Canadians are strong. I won't put nothing past them.
So it's good to try if you just need something to drink. So how about you boys?
What do you
want to taste it?
What do you think it will taste like before we try it?
I think it's going to be harsh.
Really, really harsh. Maybe like a kick in the teeth. Or moose. Kicked by a moose. Canadian. Kicked by a moose. We're going to give it a sip.
All right, go for it.
I think I have an idea. Do you want to go first? What are your thoughts on?
It doesn't suck.
It doesn't suck. No.
Does it taste like a Band-Aid?
It doesn't taste like a Band-Aid. I don't know where you get that from all the time. You say that a lot. But to be honest, it's almost like olives. Like you're sitting in a glass of olives. That's my opinion.
Olives. Well, okay. Well, give me a little sip
Oh, yeah. Go ahead
of
and give
it.
a sip.
It smells like rubbing alcohol.
That's what I said.
Yeah, you could clean a wound with that.
It's
It's like-
very neutral.
So
it's
if
very neutral. There's like no outstanding this flavor or that flavor. It's not
Yeah.
oaky. It's not peanut buttery. It's not anything E. It's just very neutral.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
If you were hiking in the woods in Canada, you'd probably want to bring this with you. You get
That
kicked
will
by a
warm you
moose.
up. Yeah.
You will get warmed up. You get kicked by a moose. You get an injury. You can put that on the wound and then drink it afterwards.
Who's getting kicked by a moose?
People in Canada.
I do apologize to you, fellow Canadians who do not get kicked by moose.
Hey, you don't know. We don't live in Canada. They might. I would fear a moose. Have you ever seen a moose run? They're
I've never
scary.
been to Canada. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I've been to Canada. They're scary. Trust me.
So the thing of it is once you empty it, you can then use it after the moose kicks you as your swear jar, and you'll fill that puppy up if you get kicked by a moose. Now I'm telling you.
Or a pea jar when you drink it out because it's not good.
It's actually pretty good. It's just very neutral.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with neutral.
This.
So that
Honestly.
means if you put it on ice, it's probably still going to be okay. We might have to add an ice to it and see what we think.
Should we add some ice?
Hold on 1 second. We're gonna add some ice. We don't normally
Right.
do this.
Be right back.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
All right. So we have put it over ice to see if it's any better than without ice because the first time didn't go so well.
Yeah.
It was very just neutral.
Obviously, we're not gonna smell it again, but we'll taste it again.
I'm smelling.
You smell it?
I'm smelling.
It smells exactly the same. Like kicked by a moose, and you're good.
Rubbing alcohol.
But it's like Canada. It's colder smelling.
True. See, if you're in Canada right now in the wintertime, you could just grab this ice off the ground and you're good.
Hey,
I
kind of like yellow snow.
don't recommend
Only a
yellow
better
snow.
flavor.
More like brown snow,
So-
which you don't want to eat either.
You know what? I think I like it with the ice on it. It makes it a little gentler.
Really? Surprisingly, I like it without the ice.
Mm.
He's crazy. I'm kidding. No,
You
really.
always got to do just the opposite of your father, don't you?
That's what good sons do.
Let me try it again.
I hope that don't make you a mama's boy.
I could see why you like it with the ice, and as it chills it almost needs the ice to melt into it a little more. Maybe if I sat this here a little longer, I could approve the ice, but I still like it neat more, personally.
I will say this: it was a really nice ice cube that you put in here. I think these were homemade ice cubes.
They were homemade by
Is it safe?
Karen herself. I made these ice cubes. I'm very good at cubing.
We didn't really talk too much about the actual bottle, but let's see if we can actually hold this up without being too blurry.
Yeah.
But apparently when you're done with the bottle, you put change into it and it adds up to a certain amount and you're not ready for the next bottle. So
Yeah.
maybe you have some friends over, you buy it, and when you finish the bottle, have them fill it up as they continue to cuss the night away from all the mooses kicking them.
So when you get a potty mouth, you fill up the jar, and eventually you can afford another jar.
Exactly.
It's meant to.
So
Yeah.
all in all, this is free.
and you have a toilet repair module that comes with it at no charge. So
This is absolutely a toilet repair module. I'm sorry, this is where they bought this from, and I guarantee it does say pay up potty mouth. So they meant to do that. That's hilarious. That's great.
So overall, you get some mediocre, okay whiskey with a plunger.
From all your experience, though, father of mine, what would you rate this in all your grand wisdom?
well, let's see
Got the
here.
wisdom
I
here
w-
now. So.
I would say that the jar, which really attracted me first, is I'd say that's a 9 out of 10 for the jar and the presentation.
I agree. Yeah.
I mean, that was just like,
that.
ooh, we got to try this kind of jar. And let's face it, we buy a lot of stuff because of the jar and the presentation. So the marketing people, good job.
Oh, absolutely. That's why I bought it.
The whiskey itself is it's gentle and it's more like it's like a blended whiskey, so there's no real harsh anything in either direction. So I would give it on its ease of drinking, I'd give it an 8. On its comparison to everything else there for different flavors, I'm a solid 5. Because you can do neat, you can do on the ice. You could probably add a little soda to it and it'd be all right. So it's just right in there in the middle ground of, let's face it, this wasn't $50.
Yeah.
But-
So if I just sit it in front of you, and I say, here's your cup, no ice, you give it a 5.
Correct.
Yeah? Okay. You know what? I actually agree. I would say 5 is right on the mark.
Yeah, but would
agree
you
with your
drink
father?
it?
I know. Isn't that weird?
Something is wrong here.
Yeah, but would you drink it just to have a drink? Would you do it any day, every day? Just have it stock in your house just to have?
Would you buy it again?
Would you buy it
basically?
again?
Yeah.
I would buy it again to have my friends over because the jar is cool and the whiskey's not offensive in any way, so it'd be a great little party thing. Obviously, you don't want to drink this every day because you don't want to drink every day. But in all fairness, it's so gentle you probably could.
Yeah, I get that. Totally. It's smooth. It's something you could show to friends and be like, okay, haha, the bottle, it's neat. But when you do serve it, they're not like, oh, do I have to drink this? A 5, even though we're giving it a mediocre rating, it's mediocre. It's right in the middle, but also so is the price. Anybody could just kind of drink this easily. Yeah.
All right. Well, there we have it. We have our ratings and what we both of you think of it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on those notifications. Anything else?
Tell him you love Big Dave and you want him back.
Okay. Cue the music. Bye.